What's up, guys? Ian here, coach of your Ladner Lanturn, bringing us our final match for NCL Season 8 as Striker in the regular season here. We will see if this is going to lead us to playoffs or not. We're taking on Amish in the Singapore Sobble Squad. I had a whole in-depth team builder, very, very in-depth team builder, and let's get into things here. Check that team builder out, by the way. He did bring Rillaboom Coco. No Goon? What? No Gligar, which I expected. No Tentacruel is really good for me, actually. And the Scorch. So instead of good luck, have fun, I'm just going to wish him have fun because I need to win this game. And now I'm going to post the link at wheelchair and cross my battle off on the times here. So no games that matter for my placement have been played. Did end up playing Amish same day that I'm recording this team builder. So I am in a position where I'm pretty much by myself here, like taking destiny into my own hands, and I needed to win this game to make playoffs anyways. So that's about where we're at. In terms of leads, he's got really good leads because I think everything on his team could lead against me, which tempts me to just lead with Heatran, because I think it's best against a lot of things here. I'm also tempted to lead with Nidoqueen and get my rocks up because his removal is really poor. And we could scout Boots on the Scorch early or later or whatever. My removal is really poor too. In fact, I brought no removal, so he's probably going to want to lead with a Rocker, which tells me I would want to lead Buzzwole in most cases. I could lead Zarude. No, I'm going to lead Nidoqueen. Okay. Boomer it is. Guess I'm going Heatran if he knocks off my Troupple. Like, he could knock off here, and I don't want to lose my Scarf on Buzzwole, so I guess I'm going Heatran on this. I wish I'd led Heatran instead of Nidoqueen now, but we shall see. I'm not expecting... Did I update the... Yeah. I'm not expecting the Rillaboom to be banded. I don't know if banded makes that much sense against my team, but... He could U-turn here, he could opt to U-turn here, and he could opt to U-turn into Scorch, and if he does, I might just Ancient Power it. There it is, 6%. Rillaboom. It is banded, actually. It's Adamant Band. Wow, okay. I'm actually kind of shocked by that. I don't know why that was the play necessarily, but, you know, you do you. So this Mew coming in here tells me this is probably Earth Power or some sort of variant like that. So I'm actually just going to Toxic. If it's Modest, it kills me, actually, most of the time. I don't really have another play. I guess I could go Zarude on this, actually. Instead of clicking Toxic, I could just go Zarude here. I think I'm going to do that. Flip turn, 5. Mew, flip turn. I mean, it probably wouldn't have mattered there. Rillaboom comes back in. Very interesting. I guess banded U-turn probably kills me. I could go for Chip. This shows to be like specially off. Wait, 5.5 is not viable with this. It could be that. Rillaboom, Choice Band, U-turn against my Zarude will kill me. So I'm going back into Heatran. Heal back up a little bit. I would imagine the Mew is coming in this time. He could lock me into like a flip turn, U-turn lock over and over again if he really wants to here. I still haven't shown him a move. But since I know that he's banned, I'm not going to risk my Zarude against that until I'm bulked up. Because I think Zarude can actually tank one at +1. Yeah, I tank one from full, and Lariat will kill. Assuming he's not like any sort of weird thing going on there. Okay, I'm tempted to Toxic this. I don't really know what else it wants to do against me, but it is going to knock off. So there goes my Choppel. 17. Heatran. Senti. Scorch. Knock off. Did 17.1. It's not very offensive, let me tell you. I'm just going to Ancient Power. 51, so this is pretty specially defensive. I forgot that it got Scorching Sands, actually. It's pretty specially defensive. And he sees that I go first. I'm tempted to Toxic again, but I'm not sure that this holds much value for him. So I also think that he would probably want to just sack it. Scorching Sands. Did 45.7. So again, I think this is especially defensive based on the Ancient Power damage that it took. 51. Let's call it like sassy, right? It's a mid-roll for Ancient Power, so I would always kill some sort of sassy. 51. I may have got a higher roll actually. But he doesn't actually have a good switch into this anyways, so I'll just go for the kill, which I don't get. And we do 10 to the Mew. I was tempted to Toxic there, like I said. I don't know why. Is this Spadef Mew too? Oh my god. This is Spadef Mew. It's fully Spadef Mew with Flip Turn. I don't want to risk the Earth Power. I'm going back into Zarude. Fuck. He did it again. Now I wish I had U-turn on this. But because he's seen me go into Heatran, I don't think he goes... Because he's seen me go into Heatran twice in his Rillaboom, would he U-turn again? He probably would, right? Because he just flip-turned again there. Probably thinking he lost nothing. And that he could go into, like, Aggron or something. I'm not really sure what he was thinking there. Maybe back into Scorch, try and tank the fire move, and then back to Mew on the Ancient Power. It's very good to know that this is specially defensive. Because it means that my Zarude is just going to outright two-shot this. With Lariat. I mean, he could go Coco here too, and U-turn again. This is like super obnoxious way of playing from his end, but it's very effective against the team that I brought, especially because he got me on lead. What's your decision here? You have two plays: Rillaboom or Aggron. Or sorry, Rillaboom or Coco. And those are your only plays. Oh, this is not a play. Sir, this is not a play. I'm very tempted to just taunt this. This does not beat me in any way, shape, or form. Okay, I lied. This actually does beat me quite heavily. If I bulk up here, though, then it does not beat me. So I'm just going to bulk up. Could have taunted. Body press does 40. Press does 40. Tis about right. I could Drain Punch. Get some HP back. This doesn't really pivot into the Mew anymore. Why is it that I do 0? I need to scout some damage. 22. Dragon Tail. 10. Oh, hello. Kind of want to just close combat again. Or I kind of just want to close combat here, but... This does get Fire Punch, so... I'm also tempted to just go hard Heatran. Which I think is what I want to do. +1 Drain Punch to 22. How? Oh, I forgot to add the +1 attack. Whoops. Yeah, this is uninvested for sure. I'll just get rid Earthquake, Dragon Tail did about... I mean, this could just be actually the standard Aggron spread, because that's what it looks like to me, but 0... Like, he could just be 0 invest, right? He's probably just fully spit F, if I had to guess. So Buzzwole close combat doesn't do nearly enough, which is why I'm just going to hard Heatran. There's the Dragon Tail again. Brings in Zarude, great. So I guess I bulk up again and then Drain Punch again, or what? I guess I'm going to bulk up. He Dragon Tailed. I thought that he would have coverage for Buzzwole, but clearly not. I do not want him bringing in Gardevoir. You gonna Dragon Tail me? There's the rocks. Okay, so now I'm in a bad spot, but I can Drain Punch some HP back here. This is a little bit weaker. I'm a little bit healthier, mostly. Fully Spadef. Aggron against Pult here. I do not kill this with Shadow Ball, so I'm U-turning. Into... Zarude again, I guess. Zarude again. There's the Dragon Tail. There's Pult. 51, still not a roll that I want to take. So I'm U-turning again. This time the Buzzwole. There's the Heavy Slam. So now this is in range of a close combat, but he's got some close combat resists. I still think I'm going to take it. Wait, is this in range of a close combat? I think it is. It is in range of a close combat. I think I'm just going to take it. I'm not going to fuck around with any rolls or anything. Don't be Flame Body. Nice. Okay, Scent Scorch dead is very good for us. Coco probably comes in, or Mew. Either are fine for him. +1 Buzzwole really does nothing to that team, but 46 Dragapult, 46 against Aggron. Rolling my favor now to kill with Shadow Ball, so I'm in a better spot overall, but maybe not against the Rillaboom. Glide. I'm out of range of Glide still, but I'm in range of Glide plus a Cell Rock, which is something I have to be careful on. Also means that I need to be careful with Heatran. Buzzwole. +1 close combat kills Rillaboom, so I'm not worried about that. Not really worried about Coco. I'm not really worried about Coco. It would kill me. But it's not like it's touching Nidoqueen anyways. So it's more the Mew that I would be scared of here, and that I would definitely switch into Zarude on. I wish I had been able to get my own rocks up, but not much you can really do there. Buzzwole, potentially the win condition. Gardevoir is actually really, really, really good if this Aggron is dead. Okay, so in comes the Coco. This is actually like maybe the least good position for him, but he could just U-turn. He Volt Switches actually, which is really good for me, because now I get my own rocks up. In comes the Mew, and I go Zarude. I could Toxic here, but I want to keep this a little bit healthy for the Lycanroc now too. And presumably the Aggron, which we've now seen the entire moveset on. U-turn. Okay, so he's flip turn, U-turn. That's super obnoxious, but Zarude would have had to die at some point. This is so AIDS. This moveset is just absolute cancer. Like, why? Double momentum is so obnoxious. My Pult is really gonna have to pull through here. In comes the Boomer, so I probably just go Buzzwole and Leech Life, right? Because he can't kill me, and I'll get some HP back. I know he's banded, so I just leech life here. He could go Aggron. I don't know if he does. I think he goes Coco. I could also poison jab. No. Okay. Oh, what? That actually lived on 1. Okay, well the Rillaboom's dead now, because I don't think he's got removal. Back comes the Aggron. It's not like this can kill me, so... Dragon Tail to your heart's content, bud. Rillaboom dies to rocks, so that's good. That means that my Pult is in a much safer position now, not being harassed by Grassy Glide. How did I do 93? There's some bulk on that. There's some bulk. Aggron, Mega. Leech Life is doing enough that this isn't getting recovery. So I really just keep clicking it. Honestly, I don't know if this Mew even has Psychic. He hasn't shown it, at least. Gardevoir is actually in a prime position to just click buttons later. Gardevoir is in a prime position to click buttons. Nidoqueen should be able to handle Coco and maybe Lycanroc. Do want to see what it does to Lycanroc midday. Drill Run. Okay, so I can still tank it. What does he have to think about? Why did he make this play? I don't understand why he would make this play instead of going Coco after seeing Leech Life. That's very strange to me. This is still in range of Shadow Ball now, though, which is really what I need to be clicking a lot. Did we see leftovers on the Mew? I can't tell. Oh, Calamity's HP was restored. Oh, Calamity's the Rillaboom, and that was from thing. Drugs and Candy. Restored a little HP using his leftovers. Okay, so it is leftovers Mew, which means it's not Kasib. And we saw flip turn damage against Zarude and saw that it was like defensive. And I clicked Ancient Power against it and saw that it was specially defensive. So, specially defensive Mew. The nature is relevant in all this, really, but let's call it careful. Is not in range of Shadow Ball. And if he's like Lariat, he puts me in range of a Cellrock, I think. He's okay. So he misses Dragon Tail. That's really good for me. I just go for it again. Honestly, just keep getting damage off. I really do not care. I know this Aggron can't touch me, and any chip to find out the Coco set would be amazing. Everything else will probably just die to Leech Life, besides this Aggron. Okay, so now he gets me out into the Tran. And I went faster, which means I can Fire Blast. And hopefully we kill. Hopefully we kill. Hopefully we kill. I want to calc it. 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 It probably doesn't matter, but I do want to calc it. Just in case. Just in case. Just in case. Definitely kills. Definitely kills. Definitely kills. Against Lycanroc, I'm definitely clicking Roar. If he brings the Lycanroc out on me. Okay, in comes the Mew. So, still going with this play. 29. I mean, I'm just clicking Toxic here. I'm just clicking Toxic here. Flip turn, U-turn. If he's Spadef, he would likely have Roost, no? It's very curious to me that he's actually saving Aggron, especially if he's working under the assumption that I have Mystical Fire on Gardevoir. It doesn't really make sense to me why you would want to give me... There's the Psychic. Crit Psychic? For real, bro? Nice Synchronize. I'm actually just going to Roar here. I don't think he can kill me. There's the flip turn. And I'll get Rock's Chip on something. He could sack Boomer here too. There's the Boomer sack, okay. So that's all good and fine. It's really good to know that this Mew has Psychic. And he crit me for whatever. Do need to check that. Mew. Psychic critical hit did 18.7, which is literal max roll from Timid, or from Jolly, which doesn't make any sense. If I'm him, I'm probably just running Serious Nature with that sort of set, so it's more of a mid-roll. More of a mid-roll. And we know he's specially defensive, and I only did 29, so maybe it is more like Sassy? I really don't know. Sassy does still outspeed me. No speed investment, Sassy still outspeeds me. So that seems a little bit more likely. Now that he's seen Roar, he can't just go Lycanroc. Like, he has to kill me if he goes Lycanroc. And I got the Toxic off on the Mew. So I think I'm sitting in a good spot for Coco now, or for Buzzwole now. Coco coming in on rocks, Buzzwole, top of Coco. Depending on the investment on the Coco, I could kill at +1 close combat. No, I can't kill at +1 close combat. I could potentially kill with Poison Jab though. Okay, Coco comes in. I don't really see a reason not to just go Nidoqueen. There's the Gleam. Nice crit, bro. Oh my god, what is this? Gleam crit. Does 32.1? Specs. Modest specs. That is hella modest specs. Okay, nothing actually wants to take this Earth Power, so I'm just clicking it. In comes the Mew, which is definitely not wanting to take this Earth Power. 32. Definitely did want to tank that Earth Power. He could have Roost here. I'm thinking that I want to save Heatran. No, do I? I don't really. I don't really need to save it, honestly. I would break Sash. I could just win with Pult here, actually. I think everything's in range of Pult, so I'm just going to go Heatran. We'll sack it to rocks, and then I think everything's in range of Pulse. Roost. We've seen Psychic 81. Spadef Mew. It's not quite in range of Pult. It is not quite in range of Pult. So I go Gardevoir. Flip turn, U-turn, Psychic Roost. I just need a little bit of chip on the Mew. And then Pult wins. Because I'm not in range of Lycanroc. Am I? Banded, Choice Band. Worst case, Choice Band Adamant. After Rocks, I'm not in range of it. And we know that it's a modest specs Pult. Aggron is in range. Mew is in range after one more Rocks round. So what do I need to do? I need to sack Gardevoir. That's what I need to do. I need to sack Guard. Or I need to teleport. Which would essentially accomplish the exact same thing. So I think I actually Mega and teleport. Because if he stays in with Mew and Roosts, I go Buzzwole and double into Nidoqueen. If he stays in and Roosts, I go Buzzwole and double back into Gardevoir. If he switches, I get to bring in Pult and I win the game. Not quite. Not quite against the Lycanroc, but I can go Buzzwole on the Lycanroc, which would win me the game. So I'm gonna port. Nice. This is exactly what this was for. This is exactly what this was for. In comes the Aggron. We get to port out, and now I go Nidoqueen, I think. Get a kill. Lycanroc can't kill me. Nidoqueen's really important here. I could go Buzzwole, I could click Close Combat, get a boost. Yep, I can do that. I get a kill here with close combat. Potentially winning me the game, depending on how he wants to play this Mew. I think I go hard Gardevoir on the Mew and just attack. The Lycanroc's gonna have bulk. Not a ton, I don't think, but it'll have some. -1 Spidef might put me in range of the Psychic. I think it probably always puts me in range of the Psychic, even from like Jolly Mew. Jolly with no investment. I am always in range of the Psychic here for sure, for sure. I could go for the damage. +1 close combat. I could go for the damage. I could go for the damage. I probably don't, because this is actually still an answer to Lycanroc. So in my opinion, he has to go Mew. I think he has to go Mew. It really comes down to if this Lycanroc... Bro, go away. Can I get a custom avatar? Do not ask me. I think he's got to go Mew. He goes Lycanroc, really? I don't think I die. Do I? -1 defense? Not sure why he chose to do that, because now Pult definitely wins. I absolutely just go for damage here on whatever. Coco, choice specs, modest, choice specs. Mew comes in, 69. Mew, we know it's Spidef. It's 2. I'll just sack this and Pult wins the game, so just sack Buzzwole, I guess. Could have potentially crit there. He could also just roost. He does not choose to roost, which means Vex Pult just wins the game here. So we are going to make playoffs in a tremendous fashion. I'm a little bit surprised by how Amish played this game, but there's no chance that I lose this game because Nidoqueen will always, even if the Coco somehow lives this Shadow Ball, which it never does. Tapu Koko. It should never live this. Should never live this after 2 rounds of rocks, but it might. I don't know. 76. I guess there's a chance, but Nidoqueen still wins the game for me, which means I win 2-0, which gives me the head-to-head against Amish, and so worst case, I would knock Amish out of the playoffs, which means I'm in a playoff spot. So that's very good. We actually just killed Coco and win 3-0. GG's to Amish. Very fun game. I think I played that actually really, really well. His Mew set was bad. I do not like that Mew set. I think his Mew set was actually really, really bad. The flip turn U-turn bullshit was just, it was obnoxious and it worked early game, but it was so bad for him to have late game. The fact that he had to sack Centiskorch and he gave me a ton of damage on the Aggron, which was putting this in Pult range. And his biggest misplay, in my opinion, so he made 2 giant misplays, in my opinion, right? He went Rillaboom on my Buzzwole, probably not anticipating me to be Scarf, to be fair. He probably did not anticipate me to be Scarf, and he was like, okay, I'll just get the U-turn off, and I'll go into Mew or something like that, or into Aggron or something like that on the Leech Life, but he went Rillaboom on the Buzzwole, which was a mistake because he gave up the entire Rillaboom, which would have helped against this Dragapult greatly. And then he went Lycanroc to give me another minus the Def Drop? I didn't really understand that. Like, you knew I was Scarfed at that point because I outsped the Rillaboom. So you should either go Coco or Mew on that play, because then you guaranteed outspeed the Buzzwole. Sorry, not outspeed the Buzzwole, but you guaranteed would take the +1 close combat on either of them, and you don't with the Lycanroc. And I have rocks up, so if your sash is broken. So I didn't really understand any of those plays. But we are going to win 3-0, which is fantastic for us. This means we are making playoffs at 6-6 +6. I think I can finish as high as 6th seed, depending on the outcome of Tornado's game tomorrow against Dom. So we will see what goes on there, but I'm very happy to be making playoffs. I have now not missed playoffs in an even-numbered NCL season, so that is a fun tidbit there. But that's going to be it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this game, and I will catch you guys for quarterfinals.